Matthew Wright set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects, everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the gun, Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Matthew Wright for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Whittington now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
It's a gain of 14
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Young working from the gun. Throw is caught. And it's close, but he's not going to score out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, well, they better regroup.
Right on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Rams 7.
Right, ready to send this one away. Whittington now on the return. He's He's stopped on the run back at the 27. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Play action now for Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
For the second quarter of play, it's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
We've set it downs from 37. Stafford now off the play fake. That finds Adams downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10, here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
7. And the Rams 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And quick thinking there to head back towards the middle. He salvages a few for him ahead of this 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To throw, Stafford. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Third and long for him here. This one's caught. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal, Rams.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He's got it, it's in close. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams earn the chance to tie before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. And that's 6 in the end.
Cardi down for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Young to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Now Young. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They'll motion the slot man right. On third down, it's Young. And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. On the return for the Rams, Britton Covey. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. First down throw here for Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Baker with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's Young, the throw here on first. Tremble with the grab. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He has all day back there. Trying to lay this one in deep down the right side.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air yet again. Young. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Stafford back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got a man in motion. Play action now for Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another run for Williams. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Stafford now. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. And it does force a 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Young working from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
42 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate, and we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
First down, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw it. Makes the catch. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to run his way in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's Hubbard again, and he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll try with Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
21, Rams 14.
ready to send this one away. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Rams losing by 7. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
Williams on the carry. He has room past the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff to Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Running for the marker with Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Los Angeles.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Man in motion, headed right. Back to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know It's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And he sails that one over the end zone.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the air on 1st down, Young. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side.